In the game for Cincinnati.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
On one, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go, here we go.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6.
11, empty. Can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down.
11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he'll take it on in. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 4th TD grab of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And they'll manage to pick up about 4. Jordan Battle up from the safety spot makes the play.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go. 180. Plays hot. Hot. Stop.
Blown back in the backfield. They get the carry here. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 9.
I'm fine. Ready? 11, Tom. Here we go. Here we go. 180. Playing shot. Shot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This taken around the 11. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go, sack. Viking, 18. 60 average. Warriors, 70 Rangers. Cut 19.
They send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now from the gun. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2. 11. Gun. Stop. 11, Thomas. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
11. 180.
Here's Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. coverage, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Brings up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Burrows from out of the gun here under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on first and second down are what led to that result on third. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on third and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Exiting the pocket right. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
What's this set? 180, 11.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 41 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that,
here we go.
They have 1st and goal. Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 21, Jets 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
Go! 70 Lion! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. Carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bengals have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here we go. 180.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Jets 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Jets. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is hard to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jets.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready? Gun. Cut. Wide 80. Wide hot.
Driver start on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Bengals 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
11. Here we go. Stop. 11, mighty. 11, stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
And he'll somehow turn this into an impossible. Get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
He's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 reps. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go, 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 go.
Back to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now a timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Stephanie. Cougar 19. Hey, Jay, go get him, go get him, go get him.
He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Let's go now. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Around 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
70 Lions.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jets.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
Now give on the ground. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Ball on the
9.
47-yard line. Here's second and 9.
Ready? Viking 18, 79 Broncos, 69, 69.
Tight end motioning left. Now this time they'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. They get 24 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Here we go, set. 72 Wolf. Go.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead.
Bengals 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tape. 11 MT.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
We're going.
From the 23, here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
11
It's
Thomas.
second
11.
and 8.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a Cincinnati first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
They'll pop it to Chase. He's across midfield. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his second touchdown tonight.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. On the move left. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Man in motion, heading right. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Right 80. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off line, ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
1st and 10.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow to throw. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We got to keep scoring.
Gain on the play. That's another Bengals first down.
Now, Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
11, MT, take. Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow will shovel ahead to the receiver. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
At the 10-yard line.
I'm 1, ready?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Wide 80.
Burrow. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jets. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Cut.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
On 1, ready?
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
11. Here we go. 11. Wide 80.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Johnny Newton in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
It's a gain of 42 yards.
11.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
11. Here we go. 12. 11, empty. 11, Thomas.
To throw is Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all.
And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Here we go, set. Liking 18. 7-5.
He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
A run now on 2nd down, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout, $1:54 to go. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down.
70 Timberwolf, last thing 19.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
12. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 5-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow now. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Throwing is Burrow. Taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
11 mighty. Stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
A gain of 14 yards. brings up third down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
60 Eagles. Go.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Cincinnati.